So if you don't know who I am, I'm a holistic nutritionist. My name is Sharisse Dalby, and I work with families and kids to help them through their digestive, emotional, and time management issues. The things that hold them back from feeling healthy, we squash them. And then we move forward. It's what we do. So today I want to talk to you about the 3 lies that the health industry tells you and why they're lies. So you might disagree with me, and that's okay. But like I've said before in controversial topics, we keep this a positive environment. The first one on my list is the health industry talking about the importance of the 80-20 rule, right? You eat well 80% of the time, and then you eat whatever you want 20% of the time. That's a big false The reason why I say that's a lie and not good for you is because what it does is it forces you into a diet mentality. And once you get into that mentality, you're going to eat really, really well for 80% of the time, and you are going to blow it up for 20% of the time. And you're going to not only undo the hard work, but you're doing a lot of disservice to your body. So what I am not saying by disagreeing with them is that you have to eat perfect 100% of the time. What I am saying is you need to follow more of the intuitive eating pattern. This means you eat well as often as you can. But if you feel like having dessert and you know it's just simply because you want to enjoy a piece of dessert and you know you'll be able to stop when you're full and you're not stuffing your face because you're unhappy, if you just feel like a little bit of dessert, then have a little bit of dessert. But if you're like, okay, it's the weekend, it's my 20%, I can just binge on whatever I want, you're actually creating more mental issues with it. I'm going to say it again. 80-20% rule is a lie. Doesn't mean you have to eat perfect all the time. It means you have to be more in tune with your body. Eat well. And when you feel like something that's not good for you, eat a small amount of it and then move on. That's okay. But don't be like, it's my 20%, let's binge, okay? Don't do it. It's really, really, really hard on your body to be eating good, and then overloaded with bad food, and then good, right? Too hard. Don't do it, okay? Every now and then it's fine, though. That's number 1. Number 2, the second lie they tell you is that abs are made in the kitchen. Funny coming from a nutritionist saying it's not true. But the reason why I say that's not true is because it's only putting in one part of the equation. But you know it's true, right? It's such a lie. It's baloney. Because the midsection and where all that visceral fat comes in comes from many different reasons. Okay? It comes from the way you eat. It comes from many digestive issues. It comes from stress. It comes from lack of sleep. It comes from thyroid issues. It can come from cholesterol issue. It can come from a metabolic disorder. There are so many reasons why you don't see that 6-pack. All that to say, it's not just about the kitchen. It's about the whole picture. Number 2, abs are made in the kitchen. Totally a lie. They're not. You need to focus on your lifestyle. So things like reducing your stress, making sure you're getting enough sleep, making sure you are exercising, making sure you're eating well. These are things that matter if you want to see abs. And I'm not saying these will give you abs. I'm saying all of these things matter when we're talking about that line, abs are made in the kitchen, because it ain't true. Abs are made with a healthy, holistic lifestyle. Bam. Okay, that's number 2. Let me go to number 3 and then I'll do a recap. Okay, number 3, and y'all know that this is controversial. And if you've heard me speak on it before, you already know my point of view. And if you disagree with me, be nice about it, but I will strongly disagree back with you. And number 3 is that they tell you to take a multivitamin. And that's a big fan. Absolutely not. Do not waste your money on a multivitamin. Jack of all trades, master of none. Don't do it. Why? Because multivitamins hit different little areas and they'll give you different little boosts, but the chances are, because 99% of people are like this, the chances are you are toxic in one thing and deficient in another. So a multivitamin is only going to make the deficiency worse and the toxicity worse. So really, guys, you're just wasting your money. You're putting yourself in worse shape than if you just didn't take anything in the first place. What you actually need is to find out what you're deficient in. So you'll want either testing or to work with a nutritionist, find out what you're deficient in, and then get that therapeutically dosed. Okay? If you're deficient in magnesium, we are going to give you lots of magnesium to build that back up in your body, and then you can lower your dose. and then eventually come off of it. The point is not that you're constantly having to supplement your diet. The point is that you supplement when there's a need to supplement. And a story. Why on earth would you want to take a supplement if you're not deficient? What would be the point? Because if you don't know, you can become toxic if you have too much. And it's a lot easier than people think. And supplements are medicine. They're a natural form of medicine. So you never just want to take it without being properly diagnosed and given it by a professional. And people they spend their money on this and they pop them like they're candy, but you're wasting your money and you're harming your body. Because if you don't need it, if you take too much of one vitamin, you can actually become deficient in another, right? They all work in this perfect balance. And we so easily just tip the scale because we've heard something or we think something or somebody says, oh, you're low energy, take B12. Okay, I'll take B12. But do you need B12 is the question. So supplements are only healthy if they're healthy for you because you need them. Then it's healthy for you to take it. But if you're not deficient in it, it's actually unhealthy for you to take it. So please, please, please do not take a multivitamin ever. And if you feel you're deficient in it, go seek help. So let me do a quick recap for you guys. The first lie is the 80-20 rule. Eat well 80% of the time and binge eat the other 20%. Don't do that. Eat well. And when you feel like having a treat, have a treat. Keep it in moderation and move on, right? There's no need to binge and then hold back, right? Just intuitive eating, guys. Number 2, abs are made in the kitchen. Seriously, guys. No, abs are not made in the kitchen. Abs are made with a holistic lifestyle. Abs are made with reduced stress, enough sleep, a good quality healthy eating plan, as well as exercise. Yep. That's right. And then number 3, they tell you to take a multivitamin, and I say, don't waste your cash. Okay, jack of all trades, master of none, don't do it. All right, and if you're not part of my private Facebook community group, now's the best time to join. Why? Because now's always the best time to join, right? So hit up my private Facebook community group. Bye, guys.